Hi everyone, today I'm recommending what to do with your first $1,000. I'm assuming only beginners are watching this video, so I need to explain everything involved with investing. You actually don't need $1,000 to invest. You can start with $100 or any amount. All that matters is that you start and you focus on the long term. So the earlier you start investing, the better. Please thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel where I give stock recommendations, tax advice, Canadian finance advice, and once a month or once every 2 months, I'll do live trading of stock options. If you'd like to sign up for a free ebook, I have a pinned comment and a link for beginner finance advice if you're interested. Before we talk about where to invest, I need to make sure that you're actually ready to invest. I need to find out two things in advance. Do you have high interest debt like a credit card? Anything above 10% to me is high interest, so I would pay that off first. If you have credit card debt like 20% rates, you're not ready to invest, pay that off first. The reason why is simple. You can't earn 20% a year by investing, so you'd be losing money if you invested instead of paying off that debt. So that's step one. The second question we need to ask is, do you have an emergency fund? Do you have 3 months worth of expenses? If you live with your parents, maybe your expenses might be low, but what if you have a pet that might need surgery, or if you have a car that needed repair or like a car accident or something? Do you have an emergency fund to cover for that emergency? If not, then I don't think you're ready to invest. Build an e-fund first. I would recommend investing or just putting it into a high interest savings account, so at least it's keeping up with inflation. An easy choice is either Tangerine paying 4.5% for the first 5 months, or EQ Bank paying 4%. So now you've paid off your high interest debt, you save for an e-fund, now I think you're ready to invest. I would recommend opening an investing account either with Questrade or Wealthsimple, mainly because the fees are low or the fees are actually zero in some cases. I think Wealthsimple is better for beginners as a prettier interface and it's easier to follow. I might post a 15-second tutorial at the end of this just to show you how to press the buttons to invest or to buy what I'm recommending. My recommendation on where to invest is pretty easy. Everyone that doesn't tell you to invest in low-cost ETFs is giving you bad advice. An ETF is a basket of stocks that are pre-selected and bundled into one, so you can invest in one stock, which makes you indirectly invested in 13,000 different stocks. And when I say low cost, I mean the fee that the fund manager is charging. Someone is putting together these stocks in a basket for you, and for that work and listing it on the stock market, they take a fee. So we need to choose the lowest fees. My recommendation on the ETF is VEQT. If you've watched my channel before, I recommend this ETF at least once a year and likely won't stop recommending it. VEQT is currently trading at $45 per share, so your $1,000 should be able to buy around 22 shares. If I made this video 5 years ago when I started my channel, if you invested $1,000 into VEQT, you'd be at an 89% gain. So the initial $1,000 would turn into $1,890. And that's only if you just invested $1,000 and you left it alone. But ideally, the recommendation is you would add every week or every month or every year if you can. The website for this ETF does a good job of visually showing you the growth of $10,000 over the last 5 years with all the peaks and the valleys involved in the stock market. So you can see the amount sounds small from $1,000 to $1,890, but from $10,000, it would be $18,000 over 5 years. From $100,000, it would be $180, and so on. The fees charged by the manager is shown here at 0.24%, meaning your $1,000 would have a $2 fee. But also in this image is the distribution, or let's just call it a dividend to make things clear. The ETF pays an annual dividend, so once a year of around 1.54%. In your first year investing, you should expect a $15 dividend around Christmas time. I think they pay around December. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but we're playing the long game and we're not only going to invest $1,000 for our entire life, we're going to add every week or every month. I'm recommending this ETF because it's diversified in 13,000 different stocks across the world, so you don't have to pick and choose which ones. You don't have to do a lot of research. Let others or let experts do the research for you. All you have to do is just continually invest in VEQT, and you're investing in the whole stock market. I think I'm going to end it here, a short little video, but I wanted this to be a beginner video, and the more I talk, the more complicated I can make it. For the next videos in the series, I think I'm going to do where to invest $10,000, because that could change slightly. We have more options. And then where to invest $25,000. And I'm only saying that if you have $25,000 right now, or if you have 10,000 right now, if you saved up, you have an emergency fund and now it's too big and now you want to start investing. I think those two numbers are big enough investments where we can play around a little, maybe try to increase our returns, maybe with a little bit more risk. As long as you're able to invest for the long term, you can outlast recessions or the roller coaster economy that we've been having lately. And now I think I'm going to jump just to Wealthsimple to show you how to buy VEQT with $1,000 if you're interested. Thanks for watching and tune into the next one.